Hello there, Tilttrader here. So today I'm going to show you something that you can use as a default bot to execute your trade faster, and also you can also add entry points to it. And that something is called the auto trader. It's available on Tilttrader. So let's get into it. Just click on the analysis tool, and let me just switch to my virtual account. And as you can see from the top here, we have this start auto trader. We have this start auto trader. So first, you do not start it. You need to configure it first. So let's assume you have a strategy. Let's assume you have a strategy, and maybe that strategy you're trading something like over 3. You're trading something like over 3, and maybe for you to trade over 3, you want either digit 0 or digit 1 to be touched. Those are your entry points, and you have already analyzed the market, and the market is okay. So what you do, just come to configure, then auto trader. Once you're here on auto trader, just scroll and then select your market right here. Select your market right here. We have all other markets. We have digit over, digit under. We have rise and fall. Rise and fall is this call is the rise, and put is the fall. And the call with an E at the end, that's for rise or equal to, and the put with an E at the end, that's a fall or equal to. So for example, here we're trading something like maybe over 3. As you can see, we have our prediction here and also our martingale and others here. So you can just add your take profit and stop loss, but if you don't want to add the take profit or stop loss, just leave them as 0. And then for the entry points, so we have decided that digit 0 or digit 1 will be your entry point. So we have entry points, entry digits here. The entry digits, those are your entry points. Those are your entry points. So you will add those 2 digits. You say maybe we said 0 or 1, 0 and 1, or 1 and 2. I think 1 and 2. Let's use 1 and 2. Let's use 1 and 2. So that means if either 1 or 2 is touched, it will trade over 3. And I know you guys usually have this other entry point. There is this other entry point that you guys can still use, whereby you want 2 specific digits to be touched in order. Maybe you want 1 to be touched, then 2 to be touched before you trade over 3. So for that, you just come here where you have entry digit order and write those here. So if you want 1 to be touched, then 2, so that it can trade. So it's 1 and then 2, then it trades over 3. You can write it here, and you'll notice that when you add the entry digit order, the entry digits disappear and becomes none. And for this we are actually using the entry digits, so we'll just write here 1 2, which means either 1 or 2 should be touched. 1 or 2 should be touched, either of them. So 1 ikiguzwa itaingia over 3, and 2 ikiguzwa itaingia over 3. Okay, if 1 is touched, it will trade over 3. If 2 is touched, it will trade over 3. That's the meaning of or 1 or 2. And then for entry digit order is 1 and 2. So 1, then 2. And then, okay, after that, let me just explain some few things before we proceed. So there is sometimes maybe you want to trade using percentages, but you will just write that percentage here and you can use that percentage. But I'll explain that after we have run this one. Let's just run this one and observe. So we have our entry digit as 1 or 2 to trade over 3. As you can see, we want it to trade over 3. It's just you just configure it as the default board that you usually use on Deriv. The advantage is that it's faster. So after I've done that, I'll just start. Let me just start. I'll just start. Once I start it, you'll notice that when 2 was touched, it will enter trade. Was it 1 and 2? Yeah. When 2 was touched, it entered the trade, and the exit was 6. Let's just observe. Let's just observe. We have 1 and 2 as our entry point for over 3. So let's observe. Let's observe after 2 is touched, which digit is touched next, so that you can know, because it takes some time before it closes. Let's see. Let's see. There we have 1 and then 0, so we lost that one because the exit was 0. You'll just see after a trade. Yeah, we lost that one. Let's wait for another one. We have 1 and 2. We have 2, and it exited with 8, so we won that one. As you can see, let's just wait. We'll see 8. It will be marked. Yeah, it was marked, and it was marked with green, so we won. We won that one. So it's very fast. Even if you are using it, we have 2 again, 0 then. So we lost that one. If you are using 1, we have 1 and 1 again, so we lost that one. Yeah, we lost that one. So if you are using even the volatility with 1s, the auto trader will still capture your entry point. It's very fast. We have 1 again, then 0, we lost that one. 1 again, then 0, we lost that one. Okay, and maybe you have observed that I say that we lost that one, but you can see that the digit that is marked is not 0. What that usually means is that we have two decimal places and the last one, and the last decimal place is not shown. That's which is 0. It's not shown, so it picks the previous one. So we had 1. We also lost that one, I think, because 1 repeated twice. So let's wait for another one. Let's wait for another one. We have 1 again as our entry point, then 6. So we want that one. As you can see, we'll see yeah, that there we go. And that's actually how to configure the auto trader. We have 2 as our entry point, then 7. So we won because 7 is the exit spot. As you can see, it was marked. And maybe you may be wondering, why is it that I know that 7 is the exit spot? Since we have our entry point as 2, I know that when 2 is touched, then next digit that is touched, that will be our exit spot. This one we lost because it did touch 2 twice. That's how I know before even it closes the trade. That's how I know. Because I'll just, as you can see, we have 1, then we have 9. So we won that one. Yeah, we want that one. And actually you can just see actually right here on bottom, right here on the bottom, we have 9 as our exit spot. Actually, it's that simple. Also, let me explain about the percentages. Let me now explain about the percentages on how you can enter a trade using the percentages. And this is how you do it actually. So if assuming you are trading over and under, and then you come here where you have the over and under percentages. Let me just stop the auto trader. Okay, assuming you're trading over and under, and you come here where you have the percentages, you can actually change even the number of ticks here like that. And then we have the over percentage and we have the under percentage right here. Currently I've selected digit 5. So we have the over 5 and we have under 5, and those are its percentages. So you can actually trade automatically using these, but if you want to use a specific entry point with your different strategy that's not available on this auto config here, you can actually just check on the percentages and maybe say, okay, if over 5, if over 5 is greater than maybe some percentage, if over 5 is greater or is less than like 45, if over 5 is less than 45, I can trade. I mean, if 5 is over 5, yeah, actually over 5 is greater than maybe 45, is less than 45, I can trade over 5. So maybe that's your condition, maybe, and maybe you have even another entry point, maybe another entry point which is the digit. So you can actually configure that on the auto trader. This is how it's done. Just click here, and as you can see, we have 50 ticks. So once we come here, we have the volatility trend, and then we have the number of ticks. So you have to load the number of ticks based on your analysis, write them there, and then we have say over 5, so we select digit 5, and we said it's greater than less than 40, less than 45. So for less than 45, we just add that less than symbol here, less than symbol, and then 45, less than 45, like that. And then maybe you want to, when you want to trade over 5, you want your entry point maybe to be all digits below 5, all digits below 5. So you'll start by writing them down. Maybe say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those will be your entry points. But all these two conditions must be met. So the percentage should be less than 45, and once it's less than 45, your entry point is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can use the entry point based on your strategy. Once that's done, since you know that everything is in order, you just click on start. Just click on start, and it will just start analyzing. And as you can see, there we go, we won that one. So we are waiting. So I'll be checking on the price to see. We have 4 as our entry point. Again, we exited with 8, so that's always a win. We had 2, exited with 8, that's another win. We had 2 again, exited with 0, that's a loss. We had 1, exited with 8, that should be a win. I think, yeah, a win. Let's see the next trade. If we have another one, we have 3, exited with 8, that's a win. Maybe you may be wondering, why am I knowing that, how am I knowing that that last digit? I'm actually checking on this price where you have price here. I'm just checking on that last digit, and we are on volatility 10, so it's supposed to have 3 digits after the decimal place. So if you have 2, so you know that the last digit is 0. So let's wait. As you can see, the over now is greater than 50, and we have said our condition is less than 45, so it will not be taking trades. Even if we get an entry point, the two conditions should be met before it takes a trade. And let's see how it performed. As you can see, it was not that bad, even though it was just a random strategy. Here I think here we got on the wrong foot right here, as you can see. Oh no, okay, this one was over 3, this one was over 3, over 3. Did I just leave it to trade over 3? Okay. We started here is where we started over 5, right here where we started over 5. Yeah, and it's that actually that simple. And this shows you that you don't even need that other bot. You can just use this feature, and it's more advanced. We are planning on improving it, and once we improve it, we may come and find out that some things have changed, and just make a video about it on how to use it after the update. You can get the videos right here. Just come to where you have learn and we'll get the videos. But I'm planning to on also adding those buttons whereby you can just get the video on that feature. They just have like a YouTube link below that feature, so that when you click on that link, you can get to see the update. And that's it, guys. See you in the next video.